CompTIA Tech Plus Complete Training Course. Exam Objective 6.1 Explain fundamental security concepts and frameworks. Authentication. Imagine you're trying to log into your computer. The system asks for your username and password. Why? It wants to verify that you are who you claim to be. In IT terms, this process is called authentication. At its core, authentication answers the question, who are you? Ensuring that only authorized individuals can access certain information or systems. Now, how do systems authenticate you? They use something called an authentication factor. An authentication factor is a distinct method used to verify a user's identity before granting access to a system or resource. It represents a specific piece of evidence that the user must provide, falling into categories such as something you know, something you have, something you are, and somewhere you are. Now let's take a closer look at each of these categories. First, we will discuss something you know. This is the most common factor. Think of passwords, PINs, or answers to security questions. It's information that resides in your mind and is known, hopefully, only to you. As for a password, it is a secret combination of characters that a user sets to prove their identity and gain access to digital accounts or systems. A PIN, or personal identification number, is a numeric code used to authenticate a user, commonly associated with bank accounts or mobile devices. It is typically shorter than a password but serves a similar purpose in verifying identity. Security questions are preset queries that a user answers during account setup, providing an additional layer of identity verification. Falling under the something you know category, they act as a backup for authentication, especially in scenarios where a password or PIN is forgotten. Our next authentication factor is something you have. This category refers to tangible objects or devices in the possession of a user that serves as a means of authentication. This category emphasizes the physical possession of an item as proof of identity. Examples include a hardware token, which is a physical device, often small enough to be carried on a keychain, and can generate and display secure codes for authentication. A software token, which is a digital counterpart to the hardware token, existing as an application or software module on devices like smartphones or computers. It also generates and displays secure codes for authentication, but only to users with the required software access. One-time passwords, also referred to as OTPs, are unique, time-sensitive codes sent to a user's device, often via SMS text or email, for a single-use authentication. Continuing on, we have the something you are authentication factor. This factor is about unique characteristics inherent to the user, or you may have heard the more common term, biometric data. Biometrics can include many user characteristics, but for the purpose of brevity, I will stick to a few of the more common biological metrics. Fingerprints are unique patterns formed by ridges on the tips of human fingers, and when used for authentication, they validate identity based on these distinct patterns. The iris and retina are parts of the eye with intricate patterns that are unique to each individual. As facets of the something you are category, iris and retina scans provide biometric authentication by analyzing these patterns, ensuring a high level of security due to their distinctiveness. Facial recognition technology analyzes distinct features of an individual's face, such as the distance between eyes or the shape of the nose, to authenticate identity. Facial authentication leverages the uniqueness of one's facial structure to grant or deny access to systems or resources. Now for one last factor. Somewhere you are. This authentication factor is based on the geographical or physical location of the user. By determining where you are, systems can grant or restrict access based on whether the user is logging in from a recognized or safe location. Examples include geofencing, where access is only allowed from specific geographic regions, or IP address checks that verify if a user is connecting from a known network or country. This factor adds an extra layer of security by ensuring that even if someone has your authentication details, they might be prevented from accessing resources if they're not in an approved location. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more great content.